We are thrilled and honored to announce that the Friends of Ambler Farm has been awarded a generous grant in the amount of approximately $324,000 from ASML, located here in our hometown of Wilton. Thank you, ASML. The ASML grant funding is designed over the next 4 years to breathe new life into our educational gardens and outdoor learning space, enhance our animal habitats, and provide scholarships for students for student field trips, enriching learning experiences for generations to come.
I just want to put this grant into perspective. There has never been a grant of this size that has impacted the farm in every single programming way that this is going to do. And let me just share a little bit about that with you. It's going to support our summer program. It's going to support our apprentice program, our junior apprentice program, our sprout program, our builder program. Literally everything that we do and how we teach about the farm and engaging kids and adults in the community is going to happen better and longer because of this grant. This grant isn't just impacting what we're going to be doing this year. This grant is going to ensure that the next generation of Wilton kids is going to benefit from the farm as well. The idea that we're going to be able to provide scholarships so that we can bring Norwalk students here at no charge means that we can extend the magic that we have here at the farm and what we do so successful, and we're going to be able to offer that to the wider community, and we're going to bring more people here for this. And I want to thank ASML on behalf of extending this to the wider community to make it more available for everybody. We're absolutely thrilled, and we're hoping that the community as well as ASML will keep coming back to see what we've done with your contribution, because it's going to be absolutely extraordinary.
But it really is my honor to be here. I am a Wilton resident. This place really means a lot to my family and I. We actually signed the offer on our house in the parking lot here. We originally were almost tricked into living in Ridgefield and then fell in love with a house here in Wilton. So really Ambler Farms means a lot. I've got a 7-year-old, 9-year-old who come to camps here. So I'm admittedly biased to help steer this $300,000 grant. And again, you see it from the passion of Kevin and Ashley, what this place means and what it really means for the community. So in ASML's 40th birthday, we're really focusing on reinvigorating our presence in the community. We've been in the Wilton community for over 50 years in various forms. When I showed up about 4 or 5 years ago and Brian really kind of spearheaded it after I arrived, we felt like a passive resident. And we were kind of hiding in the woods off of 7. What is that little guy? And in the last 4 or 5 years, we've doubled in size, 40,000 employees. It's a company you've never heard of, and it's the biggest tech company in Europe. Over 3,200 employees just here in Wilton. So this community means the world to us, and we want to be a more active member of it. And thanks to Brian, the Wilton management team, ASML corporate, we're putting funds behind it, but 1,200 volunteer hours is also part of the deal. Again, selfishly, that's huge for us. We need to get our employees out in the community, and putting those hours into Ambler is just a huge opportunity for all of us to impact local lives. As Kevin was saying, this really extends their mission to, I think it's close to 10,000 students from Title I schools in the area will be able to come here and experience what we all get to experience every day. So to be a small part of that is a huge honor. And hopefully I can come and play with a trebuchet at Fall Fest or something, buy my way in. So, but couldn't be prouder to be here, and thank you all for having us today.
It's going to be an important headline in Wilton's history as we celebrate ASML's remarkable generosity and investment in our town's future. The question for any enterprise, for any investor, for any leader is always, what can we make last? What can be done today that will allow things to strive and thrive tomorrow? I can imagine that the many thousand micro choices that the Ambler Raymond family made every day for 2 centuries that kept this farm growing. I remember the town debate when buying the farm came up for vote in 1999. I am sure ASML became the largest supplier in the semiconductor industry because they pursued a vision for the future. We're so grateful that ASML is betting on Wilton, and we are, beyond words of gratitude. They have chosen to make their home here, to become active in our community and our schools, and now they've decided to partner with Friends of Ambler Farm to enhance and enlarge the farm's programming and make it more accessible to many here and to others throughout our region. Friends of Ambler Farm and the town of Wilton are thrilled to share ASML's commitment to education and discovery. We all hope that this instills in the students who learn here that incredible things can happen when you reach beyond what is known, when you move past the obstacles in your path, when you may start as a small little seed, but believe that you can grow as far as your imagination can take you. Thank you so very much, all of you.
Well, at ASML, it's very important that we invest in the communities where our employees live, work, and play. And looking for an opportunity like this one here at Ambler Farm was really important for us here in Wilton. We wanted to make a contribution, a meaningful contribution to the town. And not only does this project speak to our focus area of green communities and attractive communities, but it also has such a meaningful impact in the lives of local students, which is all obviously quite important to us. But when you take a step back and you think about the impact that Ambler Farm, the educational gardens, the animal habitats have, it's not just the students. It also, has a ripple effect and impacts the lives of every resident here in Wilton. And for us, it's a great opportunity to invest not only our philanthropic resources, but also our volunteer resources in a program and a project and a service that obviously targets students, but has a much bigger impact to the community as a whole. It is our responsibility to give back in a meaningful way to the community that has given us so much. And as we continue to grow and expand in the town of Wilton, it's also important that we look at programs and services that are helping to preserve the natural beauty and the history of our community. We don't want that to be erased. We don't want to lose that. And Ambler Farm is a great example of an organization that preserves that for generations to come. So we're very proud to partner with Ashley and Kevin and the entire team here at Ambler Farm.
And then I'm going to sort of walk away, and then I'll drop back in and give you a little bit more guidance if necessary. We do have gloves that are over there and that table over there. If anybody would like tick spray or sunscreen, that's over here. All sorts of tools along here. I have a favorite tool, and this is called a grub axe, which I love. So if you've got hard-packed soil and you're trying to shovel it into the beds, this is great to use. Never goes above your shoulders, right? You're really down like this, it's loosening stuff up so that you can move the soil into the beds. And here's our goal. We'd like to see grass. There actually is grass underneath everything. So I'm hoping that we can see that grass today, and we'll use the leaf rakes and rake that out and start restoring this garden. This is where our preschool is going to take place during the summer. We're going to put a whole tent inside of here, and we do events here in the fall. It's multi-use for us. But we are going to be planting all sorts of vegetables around in the garden beds as well.